In 2013, I applied to the University of Idaho, thinking I knew exactly who I was going to become. I didn't. But in 2016, I graduated with a degree in advertising and a minor in writing, and it's still one of my proudest accomplishments. But what did I actually learn? That's a different story. I started as a public relations major and very quickly realized it wasn't for me. But I did learn one thing that stuck with me. Always have a go to hell fund. Basically, have enough money saved so if an employer asks you to do something unethical, you can walk away. And honestly, that lesson alone was worth the class. I also took a film course, and let me tell you, nothing humbles you faster than missing a deadline. I spent 3 days working on a final music video, and because of a mix-up, I couldn't even turn it in. That one hurt. But it taught me something I'll never forget. Deadlines matter. Talent doesn't save you if you can't deliver. And then there was live TV production. Adrenaline, chaos, learning how to communicate under pressure in real time. That changed me. In my advertising classes, I fell in love with storytelling. Because at the end of the day, that's what advertising is. It's making people feel something. And if you can do that, you can do anything. I was a writer for the Argonaut, the student newspaper, and the Odyssey Online. And if you're in college, get involved. Seriously. But also, be careful what you write. Because I lost my job at the Argonaut. I was calling out another writer, and while I stand by what I said, there were consequences. But funny enough, that led me to becoming editor-in-chief at the Odyssey Online. And I don't regret it. I didn't always agree with my professors. In fact, sometimes I felt like they were trying to shape me into careers I didn't even want and had opinions I disagreed with. And in the moment, I hated that. But looking back, I'm grateful. Because it made me more well-rounded. It forced me to stretch. And now as a content creator, I use all of it. One of the biggest lessons I learned in my upper level classes were collaboration. I worked with people who challenged me, who made me better, made my ideas better. And I learned how to work with people who are completely different from me. That's a skill that will take you further than talent alone. The media world is constantly changing. And one thing my program really taught me was to be agile, to adapt, but also to focus. Because you can't consume everything. You have to choose what matters to you. And the final lesson that really stuck with me came from my advertising capstone class. Never lie in an interview. Don't exaggerate. Don't pretend you know something you don't, because it will catch up to you and it'll ruin your credibility. It's always better to just be honest. These are some of the lessons I learned at the University of Idaho. But honestly, some of the biggest lessons didn't happen in the classroom at all. If you want a part 2 about what I learned outside of college, let me know. And if you're in class right now, take the class, take the risk, say the thing. Because you never know which lesson is going to stay with you for life.